All right, what's going on, everybody? Gabby Card Stacks here. I've been posting on eBay like crazy. I'm posting every single day, just lots of cards. I think I've got close to 400 items on eBay, which I normally have like 200, I would say. I think I dipped below that mark for a while, but I had a good week of sales, been accepting a ton of offers, and things have just been working out really well. So let's run through, see what sold, and talk about it. Antoine Hill, this one sold this morning. I got an offer, 2 of 2. I think this was a throw-in in a deal from Big Devers Energy or Guy. I bought the CJ Carr 101 for 30 bucks. Threw this in. I do like Antoine Hill. I went to go look, so I was like, oh, what's going on? There was I was following it actually. The 1 of 1, I think it was a gold wave. Antoine Hill. I have a 1 of 1 pre-production proof I got from DC for like 8 bucks. And then I think I have a couple sent to ComC that should pop in like August. So I don't really remember, but I listed this for 20, sold it for 15. There were some others. So I imagine the guy who won the 1 of 1 went out and started making offers on some of the other stuff. This is 2 of 2. I do like the Fire Blazer 1991, but because I had the 1 of 1, I was like, all right, cool. I can, and I recently bought that for like 8 bucks. I can lift the comp a little, maybe go out and buy some more Antoine Hill. Memphis commit, 4-star. I forgot what high school he's from. Good high school out of Georgia. So he's still he'll be a senior this year. Cam Rising, got an offer for 15. I don't know where I got this from. I had 2 of them. I sold 1 a while ago. I had like 16 watchers on this. Was getting offers at 15 all day. I was like, you know what? There were a ton listed at $19.99, so it just made sense to get rid of this, move on. This was one of the last cards that I sold, so you know what? Let's get this payout on Tuesday to an even higher number. So nothing crazy. Cam Rising, I have a lot. I've got a lot of Inception autos. I've got some best autos, so it felt fine getting rid of that. Don't have anything high end. I sold my black sapphires. Been making a good amount on Cam Rising. I go back and forth on the Big 12. Utah kind of dropping in my rankings. I'm a little higher on OK State. Kansas, Arizona. I don't know. Cody Williams, PSA 10. I was getting offers on this a lot, $10 all day. Had it for 15 plus 4 shipping. Got it for probably $8 with a Stephon Castle. I think I paid 20 bucks for both of them, and I think I sold them both for 40. So nothing crazy, not a huge flip, but just an easy layup here. PSA 10 for about 10 bucks. Sold it for 11. I made all my money on the Stephon Castle 2007 Bowman University insert. That is a PSA 10. That one sold pretty quickly as well for 30 or 35, somewhere around there. This one, it hurt a little bit, and I post cards like this, Topps Chrome, I'll post at a pretty high price where I'm like, hey, if this thing sells, it'll sell, whatever. I talk about, you don't see this, people aren't ripping it. I bought this, I think for like 6 or 7 bucks. I'm like, I'm gonna list it for 20 bucks, see if it sells. And then there was another one on ComC. It was labeled excellent to near mint, but I got it for like 4 bucks. So that I felt good. Then I posted this one just because I have 2 copies now. Got an offer for 10. I was like, no, I'm not selling it at 10. I think I got one offer at 15. I just let it go. And then I got another offer at 15. I was like, you know what? I'll sell it. It'll come back to me at a cheaper price. It could take a while. It could take a year to see this card pop up again at a decent price under that. But I figured I'm into it for about 5 or 6. I just got that other copy on ComC. I think I have both Chad Ochocinco oranges from Topps Chrome on ComC. So I've got the monopoly there. People have been listing the 2011 card ever since I started buying it up. Now it's kind of like up to 6 or 10. We'll see. Just wanted to get rid of it. Harold Perkins, this was one that I picked up on DC, I think for like 8 bucks. Had it listed for 20. Had a ton of watchers on this for just being a base auto. Harold Perkins seems to be selling pretty well right now. I unfortunately bought a yellow auto. Someone sent an offer. I think it was like 28 bucks plus 4 or 5 shipping. Someone sent an offer for 23. I accepted it. They printed out the label, and then they sent me a message like, hey, I can't find this card. I'm so sorry. If I ever find it, I'll send it to you. And don't worry, I've been there before for sure. That's the most frustrating thing of all time, when you just can't find a card. And especially now, my son gets into all my cards in like this little storage cabinet, so that's one of my biggest fears. But got an offer for 15, was like, you know what, I've got some stuff on ComC, I've got plenty of gold autos, I'll get rid of that. Early riser, Shter Sanders, PSA 10. Got this on DC for I think 23 bucks, and it kind of helped. There was one like in the following nights that sold for I think 36, so that helped the comp. Had this I think for 50 or 60. Got an offer for 40, and I was like, you know what? I'm trying to turn and burn a lot of stuff. I'm trying to move stuff from my Zion case. I want to move some stuff to ComC. I want to clear out some inventory, so just thought it made sense. Shter, PSA 10. I mean, this you can get on ComC for probably, the early risers goes for a little bit more than the 55 Bowman. You probably get this card for $2. You could probably buy a ton of those, get them graded, and make your money there. I was fine just getting rid of that. Jackson Arnold, green to 99. I bought this out of FOMO. There was a green lava that I think sold for 15. I like the green lava a little bit more than true, just because those are blaster exclusive, and you just don't see blasters a whole lot. I don't know how many people are really ripping blasters. So green lava, I think, is a little bit of a sneakier play. I think I'd rather buy the green lava for the same price as a true green, even though I think true green people like that more. I think it's just more of a scarcity thing. You can get a green out of any Bowman University product or set, delight, and the box and blasters. So I don't know. That's my thought process. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's what I enjoy. And then Shimmer I would put last there. But Jackson Arnold, got this for I think 15. Got an offer for 25. I think I had it listed for 30. I have another one on ComC, so I was fine getting rid of it. I'm making, on all these, I'm making $5-6 on that one. I don't know, maybe a couple more. $4 or $5 there. $5 to $8 there. This is just all profit. I don't know where I got this. I checked my eBay purchases. I didn't know where I was getting that. And then this one, I guess, was a throw-in, but I'm $30 in. I'm $15 into or let's say after fees and everything, I'm $18 into that CJ Carr 1/1. So not making huge margins, but I think this was like 400-ish along with these, where it's like, hey, I'll get that money back and reinvest it into something else. Those little profits are going to add up. So I was fine with this. Jackson Arnold, I always thought from the beginning, was one of the worst buys in the product. You're purely buying off potential and stars and him never playing a snap and just the intrigue. You see Dante Moore and where he was in terms of his play, and then prices quickly tanked after that. I know Oklahoma's got a huge fan base, and now in the SEC, I don't like their schedule. I don't like their defense, their offensive line. I don't like their offensive line at all. They got all new starters there, but they've got I'd put them up there as the number 1 or 2 receiving core behind like Oregon and Ole Miss, probably as the top 2. Miami's got to be up there as well. They've got one of the best receiver core. I love Gavin Sawchuk. I've heard a lot of people like playing him in EA College football. And their defense is pretty stout. Danny Stutzman and all those guys who reportedly, I don't know if it's a joke, but he is hanging out with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know. Whatever. So Jackson Arnold, I don't see them winning more than 8 games, so I'm just going to get out while I can. I just have one auto. I think it's just a base auto for like $60. I've got like 20 watchers on that. You're not finding buy it now Jackson Arnold autos under $30, so it is what it is. Jurion Dickey, gold lava auto to 50. I sold this one. I had it listed for 70 or 80. Sold this one for 65. I bought this. There was some serious hype behind him in March or so during spring practice, and like, hey, he's fully healthy. He tore his Achilles. He did something. His ACL. It wasn't his ACL. I forgot what it was, but he was out all of last season. I think he practiced for the bowl game, and then he was kind of 100% there. And like, hey, this is hopefully good things to come from him. Had a good spring. They just got a loaded receiver room. I'm not a huge Evan Stewart guy. Tez Johnson is him. Trayshawn Holden's there. I think they've got another kid in the mix. So I don't know where he'll stand and what that looks like. He's big into fishing. I see it every time I Twitter search his name. He's always fishing, and everyone's always, let's see what we can learn. He's from the same high school as Troy Franklin, North Bay area, or Northern California. I'm blanking on it. It's not Los Alamitos, but it's something, I can see it. They're red and blue, but thought that was good. I think I bought this for about 35-ish, so sold it for 65. All right, and then last one here, sold this offline. I had this listed for $150 or best offer $4. Shipping, I bought this. It was a Save Search notification. I think I have Sapphire autos, and I think it was listed for 80. Sent an offer for like 65-ish. I don't remember where last one sold, and then they countered at 70, and I was fine with that. Bought it, I'm all in at 80. Was getting offers at around 70, 80. You always get those yahoos who will message you and be like, hey, last comp did 70, I'll match it, or they'll do like 75. I'm like, yeah, that was me. So I was getting a ton of those offers, got a couple hundreds, in the hundreds, I'm probably making a couple dollars where I'll just hold it. Not a huge Evan Stewart guy. Again, I mentioned it with Jurion Dickey, but his market is there and people think he's a first round receiver. I don't see it. Never have. Suspended, quit on the team, injured, all sorts of things at A&M that I'm not a fan of. So then I had somebody reached out, someone sent an offer, and they sent an offer for 125 on eBay, but then at the same time, someone in my Discord was like, hey, would you do a deal offline? And I was like, sure. And they were like 140 shipped, saves me on taxes, saves you on fees. And I'm like, wow, that's perfect. So got a deal on that. And that's what I appreciate the most, is when people are realistic about like, oh, taxes are, an extra 10%, fees are 13, meet somewhere in the middle, right? I think it works out at $154 plus tax. You're getting out at like 65-ish, I would say. So appreciate that. That was at 140. So nice little flip on the Evan Stewart. So not bad. I think it was close to 400. The margins are definitely on those. Not sure about Jackson. Probably a couple bucks there. Sad to see that go off the ship. I need to ship out a huge ComC order. I've just got a ton of cards that I want to bring back home. But I also need to get rid of some cards. So been selling a lot, been accepting offers, listing cards. But that's everything for sales. So if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.